fear of economic loss, loss of status, fear of violence, and fear of intermarriage. Do you think other Negro families will come to Levittown?
Definitely.
Yes.
What do you think will happen?
Well, just what's happening already. I don't know. It's a rumor I read in the paper where they have 2 colored school teachers now in Levittown. So that's just a good example of what is going to happen.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I do not like it. I have 2 daughters and 2 sons. And if there's too many colored people around here, I definitely will get out. I'm not thinking well, I don't want her associating with colored people, period.
Well, I'm very definitely against mixed marriages, and that's eventually what it's going to come to. If children are raised together, they're not going to think of anything of marrying together.
Well, I just could not live beside them. I don't feel that they should be oppressed. But I moved here. One of the main reasons was because it was a white community. And that's the only place I intend to live. If I have to leave Levittown, I will do so.
For some Levittowners, the basic issues involved had nothing to do with intermarriage or property values, loss of status, fear of crime, neighborhood decline, or of being in the minority. They saw it as a test of democracy.
First time I read about John Brown was when I was about 14 years of age. His whole life story had just utterly fascinated me because of the kind of man he was, the absolutely fantastic determination to abolish slavery. In back of our house, over the rim of the hill, is a grave where one of John Brown's sons is buried. To live at the foot of this grave is many, many thousands and thousands of miles distance in time and in living. From living in a ghetto in Chicago. When it finally happened that 2 beautiful kids came into our life, oh man, it was such a glorious feeling. It's a legacy, the legacy of knowing that so much of what's inside you, so much of yourself is going to be engendered in another person that's going to go on. But man, that's a sense of history there, that a future history. I think a man without a history is nothing. Being an artist, it's a lonely activity. You dig down in yourself. You try to draw out something that's important, meaningful for you, something out of a whole vast bulk of ideas, your total existence. I used as symbols or as images black people that symbolically represent the masses of black people in this country. I use this image to talk about the condition of man, the injustices of society. And yet, when I use this image, I'm not addressing myself solely to the black people. Hopefully that I'm creating an image that cries for justice for all oppressed people.